Good afternoon, good day, good morning, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. So, whatever time this video is going to be finding you, so we bring you yet another story, this time around out of the Republic of Namibia. This man in this video is the most inspirational individual in the country at the moment because of his unique story. So, but before we dive into the story, I want to encourage everybody, please do subscribe to our channel, comment, like this video, and let's dive into it. So, the man in our story goes by the name of Agri Makandano. So he's 50 years old. So just a backdrop on this man's story to give you a weight and an understanding of who he is. So this man was part of the 44 people who were accused of high treason for taking part into the Caprivi Liberation Army. They wanted to cut off the Zambezi region, not to make it part of Namibia, to make Zambezi region as a country on its own. So these men were there. So he got arrested in August 1999, and this man uh, has spent 24 years in prison. So these men, they were charged, and they had counts of 278 counts of criminal conduct, including high treason, murder, and sedition. So this guy, the trial's been coming on for a very long time, and finally the guy got charged, and they got sentenced and so forth and so on. But what's very much inspirational is what I'm about to tell you now, and the proceeding story that's gonna be following. So this man, before going to jail, he was a biology and a zoology teacher at various type of schools in Caprivi, known as the Zambezi region. But while he was incarcerated, he was in prison, he completed his honors, his masters, and his PhD, and it took him 2 years to complete that PhD. So, and this is a very remarkable story that this guy went into prison, but he used his time in prison to study and to better his life. So they are talking about that. He was a very disciplined individual. He is one of the guys that had internet access, within prison, for him to do his assignment, to submit, to do his researches, and so forth and so on. But this is a very touching story whereby he goes into prison. He's about there for 24 years, and he comes out not only as a changed individual, but he comes out as qualified. Now this guy, he's on a hunt for employment, whether to become a lecturer or whatsoever the whole case is that you want to pursue. But you can tell that this guy, he has built this life, and is very, very inspiring. Sometimes you find people, they are not in prison, they are free, they are outside, but they find it very much difficult to advance their life. And here is an inmate that was able to take advantage of the situation and simply say, hey man, I'm gonna do something out of my life. I'm gonna pursue a different route, and I'm gonna become a better individual. So this guy, man, has all this type of qualification, and he's looking back to invest his knowledge back into the country to simply contribute and feed himself and feed his family, basically. But he's the man that is making the headlines. Imagine 24 years in prison. The day you walk out, you are walking out with qualifications to go hang on your wall. It's very much inspiring. So if you didn't hear an inspirational story, so this is one. So Agri is one of the most inspirational guy at the moment in Namibia. But the other inspirational thing about this guy is a story that I'm about to tell you. So if you still here and didn't subscribe, please do subscribe, because we are giving you a hit about this man's life. So not only did this guy obtain a PhD, but this guy fell in love with a woman that he met at the workshop, and some time ago, and when he came out, he got married to that lady. Here Mr. Agree was pushing down the ring finger into his new wedded bride. So this was in the magistrate court in Windhoek, just a day after he got released. And that is very much inspiring. That if this story doesn't inspire you, I know of people who are outside, they take each other on dates, but they never come to this place. Look at that. So the judge or the magistrate finally says, you may kiss your bride, and the guy just goes and just kiss his wife. I wonder how he feels about himself. And then they go, that beautiful picture, of them and the wife is very much happy. But I want you to think about something. Imagine a woman waiting for you for 24 years, or all of those years that this woman has waited for. I mean, you can't think of another way of love than that, whereby even if you can't give her he can't give anything to this woman, but this woman was not in it for money. This woman, the guy could not protect her, couldn't provide for her because he's incarcerated, but she still chose to be faithful and to be loyal to her. That's why loyalty is not being in the presence of somebody, but it's really you caring and loving them enough, wanting to be loyal to them. And this woman has 2 children, and those children, apparently to her say, have accepted him as a father figure in their life. And it seems at this point in time they're just cruising, and it's beautiful, and we are very much happy for them. But I have a snippet of a video where this guy was busy talking and proposing to his wife and all type of stuff, and I want to leave that with you. But be inspired that doesn't matter where you are, it all takes a decision to change your life. And if you can simply just make good decisions, your life can change in a different trajectory. So but this is Mr. Agree with his beautiful wife. We are happy for them, and I hope he gets a job, he provides for his family, stay out of crime, be a blessing, to his family, and so forth and so on. So he's like 54 years old now. He's still left with 6 years before he becomes a pensioner, but he still has time to build this life, and we're very much happy for them. So but hear it from the horse's mouth. There comes their video.
I'm taking Meme Johanna. I took Meme Johanna as my wife because I love her so much from the bottom of my heart. She has been with me, always have been supportive to me for the rest of my sentence until the day I'm released. So that's why I decided to take her as my wife, because I love her so much. She's my mother, she's my everything, and till death do us part.
Ms. Joanna, what do you have to say?
No, I have nothing to say but only a few words. I love this man so much throughout, without anything in my mind whether I will get something from him or whatsoever. What I see through him, that he is a real man, he's a great man. My eyes see through beyond that. If I will stand by this man, where is my love after maybe 10 years? Let me love him and support him. And this guy, even when he's inside, he needs that love, he needs that support, so that he can still going on and to believe that he is still wanted outside me. That is what I did. I stand by him throughout and everything. People that said what, but I stick on him. And I was even thinking that he's not even inside the prison. I thought maybe he went somewhere, he will come back. He just went out with work. That is my belief. I love him so much. Nothing will change.